It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Bengals on EA Sports.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Richardson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals at 9-6 now. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. That means they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On third down, here's Richardson. That is caught. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. But forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here is third and 5. Back to throw. Sheffield. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's got his target. That's complete.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 31 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now it's Richardson.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should.
Travis Kelce. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Henry going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Henry again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Derrick Henry.
That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbell.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sheffield.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Sheffield.
He had a man open, but he missed him when it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to the air with Richardson.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback.
Again, it's Richardson.
Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now Richardson.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the...
The handoff to Ford at the middle. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jerome Ford
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First target, first catch, and a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when you've got the 31st ranked rush offense in the NFL, you're going to see a few of these negative plays.
Yeah, and I don't want to be snarky about the whole thing, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. We've seen a bunch of those this season.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball.
Right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Off play action. Sheffield. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Sheffield.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And the Bills first down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Sheffield. And he wisely will throw that one away.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a 1st down. They run with 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Richardson off the play fake.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Richardson to the air on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the Bills' 32-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the Bills will hustle to the line. To throw on second down. Sheffield.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Looking to throw. Sheffield. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
2nd down and 3. Richardson.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here's Richardson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And they take him down. The Bills get to it.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Carter drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And they will take over first and 10.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Marquise Bell in on that stop. From the 47, it's second and 5.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. On the ground, it's Ford. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And here come the Bills. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now second and 9.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with third and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down, Sheffield.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6.
This is Ford. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
They'll run on first down. 4. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes read a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
And this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
Keeps himself upright. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Richardson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Richardson. And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. Couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football. And a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
And Davis will have a Bills 1st down as he's up to the 15-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On 1st and 10, Sheffield. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively and defense.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Richardson.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Richardson working from the gun.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Aiden Hutchinson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Jalen Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And you hate to say it for the rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Sheffield. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. The 71 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Brown,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And the Bills getting set to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive. Sheffield. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Sheffield.
And this one too low.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 2 yards to go.
On 3rd and 2, Sheffield.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 9. Meanwhile, this one knocked down to the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught at the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake, Sheffield. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. from 17 yards out.
And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it 24-13.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6.
What has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now Richardson.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sheffield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Looking to throw. Sheffield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, Sheffield.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Sheffield.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Sheffield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs and team with the ball, guess what? Throwing the 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
On third down, here's Richardson. That is caught.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD.
Jerome Ford with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time
Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split up.